Alright, so after a few days of Nike, I decided to change it up today. We're going with the classic, the real MVP of do it all, the Evo SL from Adidas. These guys made one heck of a shoe, and it just keeps going. Gives you a lot of comfort, a lot of versatility. 1 hour down today. Let's see how it goes. Today we have just a beautiful day. A little cloudy, chance for a little rain, but we'll see. It hasn't really materialized much. It's a nice Wednesday afternoon. Temps are in the mid-50s. Going for still an easy pace, a little bit faster than the recovery runs from the last few days. Making sure that we are getting the legs back in shape, because we're just about a month away from my next race. Gonna have to keep that fitness going, because I'll be doing the Chicago 13.1, which is kind of a race 2 of what's called the Chicago Distance Series. Consists of the classic, the Shamrock Shuffle, which happens every March. It's an 8K. Which is a very classic race. From there, beginning of June, you have the 13.1, which is the newest one. That's a cool one. It takes you through the west side, through a couple of the major parks down there. So you start and finish in Garfield Park, and then you go between there and Humboldt Park and Douglas Park. Gives you some nice different views of the city that you don't normally see. And then finally in October they have the big Huna there, the Chicago Marathon. So this will be my 3rd year running that. And what's nice is that by completing the series, you're guaranteed an entry into the next year's marathon, which really pays itself off. And then the other thing in Chicago is you can get legacy status for the marathon by completing 5 within a 10-year period. So that's one of my goals, is to get that, so that way I'll pretty much always have a guaranteed spot, regardless of time qualifications and charity applications and everything else. We're going along one of my favorite alternate routes today. A lot of times we end up running down along the river here, which is nice. It's very, very flat, nice area once you get to the river itself. But sometimes you just want to change it up, get some different terrain. So I have a nice little about 6-mile loop that I created a while ago that never really keeps me too far away from the house, just in case something happens, or sometimes with work I have to abandon a run early. So even for long runs, I can do 3 laps of it, knock out 18 miles without an issue. I do have to add a little bit of bonus mileage into this run because my watch did something weird on the first few minutes of my last attempt right before starting here, where it just kind of reset. Apparently it was saving the distance and everything, but yeah, I don't trust it, so I just restarted it. I was only about 4 or 5 minutes in. So yeah, it's a half mile or so down, but I'll deal with that some other time. Alright, so I opted to take a slightly different route. This kind of takes you up through a little park here. Some nice. Yeah, they kind of labeled the trees this time. It's a little different. I also think they got rid of my favorite sign, which is advertising that they have dead trees. Not kidding, it's great. I'm sure I have a picture of it somewhere. I'll have to find it. I'll upload it here. I'm doing this little section here, which will then connect me into the neighborhood that I usually do for my 6-mile loop. This one just adds a little nice hill. Sometimes there's a couple little animals through here. See if I can spot any. It's actually really nice, the restoration work they're doing in here. It's definitely been needed. So one of the things I really like about this shoe in particular is that you really can do easy paces in it while also turning it up. You want to get some tempo miles in there, got some strides. I've even done some workouts in this, and they always feel really good. For the cost, I don't think you can beat it. other shoes in this price range aren't bad, but this one just blows the others out of the water. So, the Adidas Evo SL, really tough shoe to beat. Just coming up to the 3 mile mark, still feeling really good. Had a nice private jet just fly overhead, nice and loud. There's an airport about, I don't know, about a mile east of here. There's always some good planes to spot. Small little private jets, a lot of Cessnas and stuff. It's kind of cool. So, this white pair of Evo that I have, I got these during New York City weekend, kind of in the pre-release, kind of lucky to get ones. So I've been running into these for a while. Then when they finally released some more, the black pair, I picked that one up as well. And what's interesting is having them at 2 different mileages, I'm able to really do a good job comparing them. You kind of assess how the shoe evolves with time. And as the foam breaks in, this shoe gets a little bit softer, a little bit thinner feeling in the front. But it has nice comfort, and it doesn't feel like it holds you back. As you can see, starting to get some rain. Halfway there. So, these are the conditions I really like. This gives me a good assessment of the shoe's ability as you go from kind of a dry to wet. As the pavement's getting wet, the traction assessment is really important. And these things grip so well. There's no sliding whatsoever. Even on some of these road markings, I don't get thrown for a loop. I don't feel any loss of grip at all. Of course, I'll wax poetic about Continental rubber and how good it is, but really, just the confidence that you get from this shoe is well worth it. This is one of those days I look forward to. It's cool, nice breeze, very gentle rain, no sun. The days just want to keep going and just keep going. Still a fantastic day. Feeling good. Who cares about a little rain? As long as it's not dangerous, I'm out here. So, running when it's raining like this. Again, this is a very light rain, so really nothing to worry about. But being out in all these different conditions is what matters. If it's hot out, adjust your pace. Maybe don't do the 400 repeats. Do something easier, switch that to a cooler day. But think about what's gonna get you moving forward, what's gonna keep you safe. Really cold days, same thing. Wear some layers, figure out what works best, and then most importantly, write it down. Because I find it's a lot harder to plan for those cold days. Because 20 degrees and windy is a complete different beast than 20 degrees and sunny. And still, putting in that work, that effort, having that knowledge is what makes you a better runner. And isn't that what we're all trying to do at the end of the day? Alright, so last little stretch home. Coming up to that 6 mile mark. One hill ahead of us. Kind of a fun one I'll bring you along with while I give it a little effort up there. We'll see how it goes. Alright, here you go. So this hill itself is not very hard. It's not even that long. But it just falls right at the end of most of my runs. So it doesn't matter how hard you work. Just got this little kicker at the end. Alright, and the last little bit here, again, of course it's a action camera, so you can't really see the elevation itself, but here we are going up it. We're just gonna take this up to the 10K. My neighbors are having people over today. Whole group. Hence all the cars here. All right, there we go, 10K. 10 kilometers. Let's see, there we are. Not too bad. Time to walk back. Alright, so at the end of the day, very happy with the shoe choice today. It's just such a great option for one of those shoes that just does it all. In fact, if I'm being honest, this would probably be the shoe I'd recommend to even a beginner. They can cover anything with it. It'll last a long time. You know, as long as they fit it comfortably, and I think it is a rather comfortable shoe just in general. As long as they're able to be comfortable with it, I say go for it. In the meantime, let's prepare for the next run. Take it easy, stay safe out there. Till the next time.